Alright, we in this bitch, man. This motherfucker working. Can the peeps hear me? Can y'all hear me out there? Hey, look, man. Lights on, cameras on, real nigga in this bitch, man. I know why you here. You definitely know why the fuck I'm here. Episode 152, man. The thin line between genius and insanity, hosted by yours truly, OG. Let's go ahead and get right into it, man.
Welcome to Raw is OG.
What's up, man? Hey, man, let's go get right into it, man. DJ, hit me! Fuck him up. 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 Yeah. Fuck him up. Yeah. Hey. Let's get it, man. Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all, man? Welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast, hosted by yours truly, OG. Now spin the block for them hating ass niggas in the back and let them know your boy, your fucking boy is the flyest, highest, coolest, smoothest host of them all, OGHatch. You know what the fuck it is, man. What's up with the people all around the world? What's up with y'all, man? Hope y'all there looking good, feeling good, staying safe. It's a whole lot of shit going on in the churches, man. I tell you that shit each and every motherfucking episode. I want to shout out to everybody around the world that's tapped and joined the conversation, man. I truly appreciate all the love and motherfucking me support. Matter of fact, fuck it. Since y'all been thinking I'm bullshitting, we finna shout out the motherfucking countries. We finna fucking do. We finna take it there. We finna fucking take it there live on air. Of course, shout out to the United States, shout out to Barbados, shout out to Germany, shout out to India, shout out to Singapore, Morocco, Poland, Russia, Brazil, Canada, Egypt, Ireland, South Africa, United Arab Emirates, Netherlands, Australia, the UK, Saudi Arabia, Italy, Pakistan, Sweden, Algeria, Nicaragua, Indonesia, Thailand, Kuwait, France, Austria, Spain, Portugal, Vietnam, Hungary, Bahamas, and the Czech fucking Republic! Wow. Go with this shit, man. Shout out to all the motherfucking me friends around the world that's tapping and joining the conversation, man. I truly appreciate all love and support. Let's keep building this empire, break by motherfucking me break. Tell them hate ass niggas to suck a fucking dick. What's up with y'all, man? It's a whole lot of shit going on in these churches, man. Shout out to everybody that's tapping on YouTube at OGHatchTV. Ring that bell, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, all the good shit that YouTube to say. If you tap in them DSPs on Spotify, Audio, Mac, Apple, Anchor, Google Podcasts, all the fucking DSPs. And who we pulling up like? Curry. Review the podcast, man. Leave a comment, all the good shit, man. I truly appreciate all the love and support. Episode 152. You know, we are on the grind to hunt. This shit don't stop for motherfucking me. So, phase 2 has been great. We got into that about 2 episodes ago. But, you know, I want to get right into it. It's a whole lot of shit on the back, so I want to jump right into it, of course. I don't want to have a prolonged ass episode. I got a lot of shit I do today. And I haven't been getting much sleep, man. I've been doing, I just been out, man. You know, if you follow me on social media, I believe it was last night. Yeah, it was last night, probably like 1 something in the morning. Some shit. I just got back from the movies. I went and seen The Flash. We're going to tap into that at the end of the episode. Your review on The Flash, if I remember. Remind me. But I had got home. You know, as I was at the movies, you know, a friend of the shows, they reached out to me, let me know they was rewatching past episodes and stuff like that. And they tapped into the episodes where I was disclosing my history with, you know, sexual abuse, you know, me losing my father, and the traumas I went through, you know, pretty much with sexual abuse and things of that nature. And they ended up, you know, then that tapped into them rethinking about the things they went through and, you know, find the right pathway to get over things, right? So when I got that information, you know, of course it was a touching situation. I always keep things personal. That's why I always appreciate all the friends that show DM me. I get a lot of other, you know, platforms, they like the comments and shit on YouTube and all that shit. Yeah, I encourage that shit. Please, once the numbers get to a certain amount, I expect to have those things. But I definitely appreciate the intimate relationship I have with all my friends at the show. It's people that I've never even met before that reach out to me, bro. And we talk like, you know what I'm saying, we've been knowing each other for years. And for the people who do know me, it's even more of an intimate relationship because No matter if you know me from work, school, sports, you know what I'm saying, or walking through the fucking mall or some shit. No matter where you know me from, you tap into my show and you find the security within our relationship to even disclose certain things. I have to appreciate that and value that. So when I got the information, so I was like, damn, that's crazy that people can relate to my story and you reflect on the things they've been through. So I said, fuck it, let me just make sure I put a few things out there on my social media to let people know, like the goal of this podcast is, but you are not fucking alone. We are very much more common than we are alike. Or different, I should say. So I put that out. Go to sleep. It ain't shit to me sharing my story, me sharing my shit that happened to me, bro. We 152 episodes in. I've been doing this shit for over 3 years. Like, I've been doing this shit, bro. I've been doing this shit for quite a long time. So it's like, I put that out there. I go to sleep, nigga. I got some of the best sleep I had in weeks. Wait, my mama called me at 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why the fuck she acting surprised. She know all this shit. But I guess that's a mama being a mom. She called me at 4:30, 4:45 in the morning, heavy breathing and shit. What the fuck you heavy breathing for, nigga? But it's like, when I put that shit out there, motherfuckers was reaching back out to me. And it's like, other friends and shit like, damn, bro, I ain't know this happened. It's like, that shit ain't no issue to me, bro. My story is my story. Father was murdered by his best friend when I was 3 years old. We know who did it. The man's a famous musician. He was in a famous rap group. He's actually signed to one of my favorite rappers, one of the people we listen to all the time. The shit hits home. The shit hit different. FTYBJ, man, whatever, the shit hit different. So it's like, yeah, my father was murdered by his best friend when I was 3 years old. We know who did it, but no justice was ever served. That's why I always try to make sure I bring up the things where justice was served for our people, because I'm a product of when the justice didn't help a black family. I live with that. Yeah, my father's side of the family, they don't fuck with me. I'm the black sheep. They don't fuck with me. I've talked about that on this podcast before. They don't fuck with me. I've told you guys about me flying out to go see my father's mother. So when I moved her to AC, she's back in Cali. Went to go see her for the first time since I was like 4 or 5. Going to see her, she couldn't even look me in the face because I look so much like my father. And I get why she does that, but for that child, what do you think that does to that child? What did you think that did to me? So that my life is my life. They don't talk to me. I don't have any relationship with them. Within the last couple of months, because of her death, things are happening behind the scenes to where they need to talk to me. They still don't talk to me. And I don't talk to them, so I'm not saying that I'm trying to condemn them for that. Y'all niggas know me. If I don't reach out to you, you're not going to hear from Hatch. It's just how I am. Because of the life I've always lived. I've always been the person that was left alone. And I thrived. So my life is my life. My father's side of the family didn't fuck with me. 7 years old, yes, I was a victim of sexual abuse. I told y'all that. I told you guys this on this podcast. My life is my life. I have no shame in sharing my shit, because me sharing my shit, a lot of you guys see a strong black man, 6'4", 280, 290, 300 around the holidays. Y'all see this big imposing figure. You guys hear this voice. You guys see how I carry myself in my everyday life and say, damn, that nigga got his shit together. Damn, couldn't shit probably happen to this nigga. This nigga always cracking jokes. This nigga's mad funny. Ladies be like, damn, this nigga's mad sexy. I get it. I'm a good fucking guy. But don't ever think that I don't have a million things that have happened to me in my life that I've never disclosed, or that you would never know, that you never think will happen. And I say never do that because I would never do that about you. There's billions of us out there. You think people not going through the same shit? You think your neighbors ain't experiencing the same shit? Y'all both live in that same impoverished ass neighborhood. Nigga, I live in an apartment complex, nigga, from 3rd grade till I graduated high school. I shared a bedroom with my little brother, nigga. And I knew, nigga, a gang of other motherfuckers who lived in them same apartment complex from 3rd grade till they graduated high school. We all live in the same impoverished ass shit. So never think the person next to you ain't going through some crazy ass shit just like you or worse than you or can't relate to you. Never think that. Hey, it's only so much shit that can go on, brother. All this shit is common in households. Instead of finding ways that we all fucked up, I come on here and tell my story and be like, damn, we all kind of the same. Just as much as you can relate to me, what you think the next motherfucker can do? And the person that's them and the person that's them. Come on, man. My story is my story, and I own my story. I don't have any, I'm not embarrassed about that shit. I'm not embarrassed about, oh, nigga, I was a victim of sexual abuse when I was a kid. Who gonna be embarrassed about that? I didn't know what the fuck was going on. It wasn't even, like I said, it wasn't even directly to me, nigga. It was kids, and it was kids being kids. But when you get older, you realize, no, that wasn't kids being kids. It was kids being victimized. I don't find no motherfuckers can't embarrass me about that shit. If a motherfucker try to embarrass me about that shit, come on, man. I wouldn't even get mad at that shit. I don't feel sorry about that shit, sad about that shit, none of that shit. That shit is for the peeps. That shit is for you. Let me get a close up. That shit is for you, for y'all. So y'all can be like, damn, this nigga's he's opening up to the peeps and he's able to share his story. Maybe I can do the same. You're looking at somebody who's already been through therapy, who's been through therapy for years. I'm trying to help that person get started. So my story is my story, man. It's episode 152, man. This shit won't stop. I'm gonna keep disclosing my story, my social media. Even if like I told you, I'm diving more into my social media. I want the people to get to know me more on my social media. So, you know, the people who saw that and think Hatch is fucked up or Hatch is down bad, man, Hatch ain't no fucking victim, man. Hatch is straight. I am A-OK. I'm good. I can smoke my weed, eat my food, watch my shows, watch my movies, take care of my dog, and fuck with the people and start focusing on people that actually fuck with me for me. I'm good, bro. I ain't tripping off that shit, man. That shit is for the peeps, man. That shit was to help people, man. And maybe it was, you know, maybe the timing of it was a little crazy, but nah, man, I'm straight, bro. The grind of 200 is amazing. We in this motherfucker rocking. We in this bitch cutting loose. Real motherfucking talk. But moving on a little bit, you know, I do want to stay behind the curtain a little bit. You know, I love taking you guys behind the curtain with. You know, we love hitting the pop culture topics we're going to dive into as well. We got a hell of an episode for you guys. Episode 152 can be a fucking banger, man. Go get your fucking chips and dip, bitch. You finna have a ball with this motherfucker. I want to talk about emotional time travel.
Wow.
Oh, you ain't even heard of shit like that before, have you? That's going on the merch. I better believe it. I want to talk about emotional time travel, man. You know, I'm a single man. Single man, you know, no one's, my life is kind of different. You know, it's been, my life is a pattern. I'm a single man, but like when I'm not talking to nobody, I'm literally not talking to anybody. My phone don't ring for days, no messages, no none of that. But the moment like I'll show interest in one person, it's like the floodgates open and it's like multiple people come in at one time. And that's why I always just stay to myself, because it's like I never can just have one person at one time. And when that one person at one time, I got fucking chlamydia. But that's how my life has always been. If I'm not talking to anybody, I'm literally just not talking to nobody. And it's weird like that. If I show interest in one person, next thing you know, there's at least 5 to 6 women who I'm talking to at one time. Not until I'm having sex with them, nothing like that, but just in communication with them. And I think that's what kind of fucks me. That's why it kind of overwhelms me, because it's like when the floodgates open, them bitches open. But when they close, the fuckers are still shut, and I'm just bored. But as a single man, you know, I told you guys in many episodes, man, I spin blocks, man. And I cut off a lot of people. But more recently, you know, I said me and one of my exes, well, my ex, we friends, you know, we cool. We got a lot in common, my nigga. Like we just have a lot in common. We all have those people who we just connect with, right? So we just link back up, right? And it's not even like I'm saying it's like some shit rekindled or nothing like that. But emotional time traveling is real. You ever been through some shit, and no matter how traumatizing it was, or no matter how great it was, when the emotions were real and they were high, like they were just, and sometimes you couldn't even control them. And even when you get out that situation, you go far away from the situation, years go by, months go by, however much time goes by, and you learn to be okay. You probably even forget how you even felt during those time periods. But when you get around that person, all that shit just comes smacking you, and it's just right there all at once. And it's a very overwhelming feeling, man. It's like, I don't know. I know I'm crazy. I got anxiety, depression, mood swings. So maybe everybody don't experience these things. But that's why I say on the podcast, because maybe everybody do. We just don't have the right words to put it all together, put it in the right sentence. I'm going to try. This shit sound horrible to me until I edit it, but it's off the cuff. It's off the dome, my nigga. But when all those emotions come hit you at one time, what are you going to do? It's like, you always talk about the fight or flight in like crazy situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, a nigga up the pistol. Fight or flight. What you going to do? You going to run or you going to try to wrestle with the nigga? Me personally, I don't know. Mama ain't raised no bitch, but I can get loose when I need to, my nigga. I'm a very agile nigga. But we always talk about fight or flight in the most dramatic and wild scenarios. But why we never talk about fight or flight when we encounter, the emotional time travel? When we come face to face with someone that we truly love. When we come face to face with somebody that introduces us to something new. You ain't even have to love that person, but they just introduce you to something new. You can be so used to so much bullshit, but you come across somebody that just kept it raw and 100 with you, that when you come back across them, those feelings and emotions just smack your ass right in the face. The fight or flight with that is real. Because you have the people who put their pride to the side and be like, nah, fuck that. I know why I'm here. This home. I know what home feel like. And I ain't talking about these fucking walls and this roof. I know what home feel like. But the fight is you put your pride to the side and say, nah, fuck that. We here, we 10 toes down. What's up? We finna be in the moment. The fight is, oh, fuck that. And you get the fuck away from it. You start thinking of reasons not to be in that situation. Now, people who fucked you over wild, crazy, I get it, man. If certain things you can't get over, I get that. I totally understand that. But the emotional time travel is real. And I must say, I went for a wicked motherfucking ride, B. As an emotional motherfucker, I can admit I'm an emotional motherfucker. And it's not even like I get emotional over every situation. It truly is what happens is things that happen, I just store it and it builds up. So as time goes on, a little thing, I get more and more emotional about the shit. But once it can be one little thing that tips everything over. So that's why I say I'm an emotional motherfucker. Am I soft? Am I sensitive? Hell no. But what I do is I don't express things. And the baggage becomes heavy. I ain't been to the gym in a minute, B. I ain't been to the fucking gym in a minute. I gotta put that shit down eventually. So the emotional time travel machine is crazy, man. Like, as much as I went through with Shorty, last time we truly even talked was like a year and a half, maybe 2 years ago type shit. Forgot all about certain shit, certain feelings and certain shit I said. But when we came face to face type shit, all that shit it just happened like it was yesterday. And it's important to do that because I think the only reason why it's like that, honestly, and why I can approach it with a certain POV is because I'm kind of over this shit. It's like when you still not over certain things and you still want answers for certain things, it's like you never can really move forward. I don't want no answers from shit that happened back in the day. I don't want no answers. Like I'm such in a good space mentally. That shit that happened back in the day, bro, I ain't even mad about that shit. Like, I don't even care to wonder why. Like, at my job, my nigga, I don't care why we do the things we do. If you want to ask Hatch why we do the things we do at work, nigga, I don't know. Because they pay me to do it. I don't need to know why we do certain shit. I just know I need to do it. So when it comes to old shit that happened between me and people, period, not even just with Shorty, with any woman, period, man, y'all don't really know the real Hatch, man. Y'all met me in the most vulnerable time in my life. That shit that I was tripping off of, man, ain't nobody tripping off that shit. We getting money in this bitch, man. I'm talking to the peeps, man. We inspiring folks, man. I don't care about no bitch that did no shit back in the day. I don't care about no shit I did to no bitch. So it's like, I don't care about none of the negative shit that happened back in the day, man. I choose to glean to focus on the positive. I choose to focus on things that made me happy at the point in time. And I choose to move forward with me. Fuck making anybody else happy. I'm trying to make me happy. So I ain't tripping off that shit, man. But the emotional time travel was fucking amazing. Because in those moments with the fight or flight, you either learn that you grew, whether or not you grown or you didn't. And a lot of times for the people who come across these situations, these scenarios, the people who've grown can fight. They can put their pride to the side. Fuck it, let's have a conversation. Fuck it, let's talk about it. How you doing? How you been? Oh shit, what's going on in your life? So what happened with such and such? You know what I'm saying? And keep shit going. But the people who haven't grown internally, haven't matured over time, haven't experienced new things or been through new shit, more shit in life, they caught up on the past. They still want apologies. They still want answers. Like, come on, man, you stuck in the past, bitch. You better catch up. You gonna miss your fucking chance again. Real motherfucking talk. But the emotional time traveling, man, that shit is crazy, man. It truly motherfucking is, man. But moving on, man. Let's get into Demi. Let's get into Demi Lovato. Drop a wow for that. Who would have thought I'd ever talk about Demi fucking Lovato on this podcast? But we talked about Selena Gomez. Now we talk about Demi fucking Lovato. You know, I want to talk about Demi Lovato because Demi Lovato, she's a regular woman again. Look, she's a regular woman again. Look, I've said many things. First of all, before I even say it, shout out to the LGBTQ plus community. I think it's an I in there somewhere, man. I think I forgot it, but who gives a fuck? No disrespect. Demi Lovato is a regular woman again. On this podcast, I've said many things about the LGBTQ plus community. None time have I ever meant to be disrespectful. Like I said on past episodes, if I have to own my word. So if I say some things and someone comes to me and say, yo, man, that shit was crazy. You said that. You offended me. Okay, that's your right to say. That's your right to feel that way. And goddamn it, if I feel like I'm apologizing, then I will. If I feel the need to apologize, then I will. Honestly, I probably would apologize depending on how somebody comes at me, because I don't really care enough about the situation to not apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like I can move on quickly about the shit. So when I say these things, I'm never trying to disrespect these people. But sometimes you want to, I bring these things up so you can just see how silly all this shit is. You just had President Biden, You just had President Biden, they threw some shit at the White House for Pride Month. And they up there doing all the gay shit, the trans shit, and everybody's coming together. They had some trans model up there, she went topless showing the titties and shit. And shit like that, I don't really care about. Okay, you know what? It's a whole community of people. I get it. You want to pander to motherfuckers? Cool. If they view it as pandering, as long as they see it as that, cool. But if that's what they view as being accepted, it is what the fuck it is. I bring things up to let you know just how silly all this shit truly is. That with all the real shit that's going on, we choose to focus on the bullshit. We choose to focus on what the next person identifies as. We choose to care about who's fucking and sucking who. We choose to care about who's cutting their dicks off. We choosing to care about this shit. We choosing to put this shit on the TVs. We choosing to do all this shit, right? Demi Lovato did something that lets me know just how silly all this shit truly is. Demi Lovato had adopted the pronouns of they, them. I remember that news went around because she was one of the first like big name celebrities to do it. It's a lot that you go on Twitter profile, Instagram profile, you see a lot of they, them shit. You see a lot of non-binary people. You see a lot of people they change their pronouns. Me personally, I'm a he, him. Whatever the fuck it is, I'm a he, him. I'm me. I like the for JJ. I identify as a nigga, as a man, as a boy. That is who I am. But a lot of people adopted new fucking pronouns, right? And like I said, I don't give a fuck. I've never even brought shit up like that in conversation. Me and my mans have never even talked about like, yo, my nigga, what you identify as? What's your pronouns? I've never even asked my homeboys that. So even if my homeboys and shit, I keep saying homeboys like it's a lot. I got one homeboy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like I be just like, that's gonna make some niggas mad. But even like in conversation, I've never asked them that. So even if they did, identify as a they, them, a she, her, I would never know that. I ain't checking this nigga mailbox or nothing like that. Like, when am I ever gonna see they should say Mr., Mrs., or them and they, such and such? When am I ever gonna see that? Those aren't the conversations that me and my boys have. Me and my boy talk about that nigga. We talk about sports. We talk about life, music, kids, fam bams. We talk about shit like that. SRTs. We talk about shit like that, bro. Like, we talk about just regular shit. We don't talk about the he, him, she, her, they, them, us, and we. We don't talk about that shit. So it's never even in the conversation. It's never even a thought in my mind. Demi Lovato, she went from they, them, and then she readopted the she, her, because she said it was exhausting explaining it to people.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Close up, please.
Wow. 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 Wow.
What do you mean it's exhausting? How easily a motherfucker say, no, I'm they, them. But when motherfuckers start asking real questions about the shit, say, no, you know what, no, fuck, I'm regular. I'm back as she, her. Do you understand how stupid this shit truly is? Look, let me make it clear. If you identify as whatever you identify as, I'm okay with it. I truly don't care. What I care about is the reasoning behind it. Because if I were to accuse Demi Lovato of having mental health when she did the they them shit, I would have been fucking ostracized. I would have been the bad guy. But then for years later, 2 years, however much time goes by, they can turn around and say, no, I'm back as she, her, and we just supposed to act like that shit never happened. You changed it because it was exhausting. It was exhausting explaining who you were. I would never be tired of explaining who the fuck I am. What are you talking about, Demi? Who the fuck are you? Are you a they, them, or are you a she, her? Who are you? How are you exhausted explaining who the fuck you are? And how will I be ostracized by saying this woman was suffering from fucking mental health issues by trying to fucking change her fucking identity? That's what the fuck that is. When you change your he, her, your she, them, the they and them, that's changing your fucking identity, bro. It's your pronoun. The moment I change my shit from a Mr. to a Mrs., some shit done went awry. Shit ain't okay in Hatchland. It just ain't. So when I see all this shit and I see the amount of attention that's focused on this, when I see the White House literally pandering to people, and the only reason why I bring it up is because if I would have seen them doing something, because I'm pretty sure it's Juneteenth is what, Monday? I'm pretty sure something's gonna happen. I've seen President Biden marching with the people in Selma. I talked about that shit on the pod. He's marching with motherfuckers in Selma in 2023. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not gonna give a fuck about that shit. So I've seen them pander to us. And if you want equality, motherfucker, then I gotta call it what it is. That's pandering to y'all. You mean tell me I haven't seen President Biden say shit about shit. But when Pride Month come around, it's a goddamn Pride convention at the White House. Not just he went to a convention, showed his face. They threw a fucking gay party at the White House. It's pandering, bro. It's fucking pandering. And I want them to understand that's exactly what that is. But the moment that a motherfucker can just change their shit whenever they feel like because they're exhausted, then you have to identify why this shit's all silly. Because all the real shit that's going on, all the serious shit that's really going on in the world and life, and what's the main topic of conversation when you turn on CNBC? What's the main topic of conversation when you look on social media, Twitter? It's all about some trans shit. Motherfuckers is voicing their opinions about this trans shit, this gay shit. It's like, bro, it's other shit to be going on to be focused on this silly ass shit. Some shit that somebody can change whenever the fuck they feel like it. It's like a profile picture. I can go change you know what? Change my shit right now. Let me change my shit right motherfucking now. This shit is silly, man. This shit is truly motherfucking silly. Thank you, Demi Lovato, for that fucking proof, man. Real motherfucking talk. But moving on. I want to get into Tony Snell, bro. You know, Tony Snell, for people who don't know who Tony Snell is a former NBA player. He's not somebody that you should know, would know. If you know the game of basketball, then you know who he is. But for the everyday fan, no, you won't know who the fuck Tony Snell is. Tony Snell, I'll speak for myself. Tony Snell looked slow. Like, he always looked slow. He's more famous for having games where he played 30-something minutes, had 0 points, 0 assists, 0 rebounds. He had 0, 0, 0, 0 everything. Like, the meme is fucking legendary. But the reason that Tony Snell is in the news now is that Tony Snell just found out he has autism, bro. Like,
Wow.
Tony Snell, I'm trying to find the fucking article, bro. I'm so sick of finding all this shit. Okay, here it is. Jesus Christ. Tony Snell found out that he had autism at 31 years old. The story is that Tony Snell had a son. He had his son was diagnosed with autism. And of course, autism, that shit is hereditary, bro. Like, that shit's hereditary, if I'm not mistaken. And once you have a child, I'm assuming, I don't have any kids, but I'm assuming the proper responsible steps is when you have a child, they diagnosed with something so serious, your first questions are, okay, how did my child get this shit? The doctor will let you know whether or not this shit's hereditary, how common it is if the child has it, that one or two or both parents will have the same, clinical diagnosis. So once this child was diagnosed with autism, he got tested. This man was 31 years old. This man was living his entire fucking life, and they diagnosed him with autism. He later came out with a quote and he said he was relieved because he always knew something was off. Like, he always felt different. And this kind of hit home for me a little bit because I don't know if you guys remember, I said on this podcast before, my first job I ever had was at the Science Center. And at the Science Center, I worked with kids with autism. I was in middle school. I was probably going to freshman year. When I had this job, summer job, and I was a kid teaching and helping other kids with autism. And for people who don't know what autism is, autism is they're not slow. They're not slow at all. Autism is for people who can't really, they don't see things how we see. They don't read like the emotions how we read emotions. Like, I can see emotion. Like, you see me in my frown, you'll see the I'm mad on my face. A kid with autism is not gonna see that. You can, like, your emotions and shit, they don't see the emotions in the face like that. And I'm pretty sure it's not all of them, but for the kids that I was dealing with growing up, like when I was teaching them, that was the common thing that they had. So it's like, you can't really get your voice and your tone and all that shit, that don't hit with them like that. I can gauge a motherfucker's mad by the octaves in their voice. They can't do that. But these motherfuckers are smart as a motherfucker. They geniuses. One of them, I swear to God, one of them knew every fucking stat from every baseball player. Nigga, I forget what year this was, but nigga, from that year and from history, he knew Babe Ruth shit. He knew they RBIs, all their stats, my nigga. They know shit. They store all that shit in their brain. They know every fucking thing. They can literally learn everything. You just look up kids with autism. They be fucking geniuses, bro. But it's like it's the social that they don't have that social aspect of it. And when I seen Tony Snell, like I said, he looked slow, but like, of course, he's a functioning ass. He's in the NBA. You know how many niggas you know that's down bad in the mental game that's in the NBA? So that lets you know autism doesn't mean that he's slow. He's retarded or some shit like that. No. But there's other aspects that he's lacking in other areas that we just aren't regular fucking people. But the reason why it really hits home again is because I know so many people, bro. And I'm sticking with my community. Because yes, this podcast, I listened off all the countries. Didn't even get to the cities. Oh my God. I listened to all the countries that we tapped into right now. So I have white, black, Indian. I have the Asian, British, I have all you guys. I don't know what it's like in the all you guys community. I can only speak what I know and hope you can relate. So yes, I'm going to stick with the black community on this. I know 90% of the people that I know that are black don't know their medical situation. They don't know whether or not they have anxiety, depression, mood swings. They've never been clinically diagnosed. They've never been to a therapist. That's literally 90% of the black people I know. That's their story. It's new that we're starting to open up to therapy. Motherfuckers weren't going to therapy 5-10 years ago. They had to start seeing celebrities and shit putting that shit out. They started seeing Charlamagne and God and all these talking heads being more open about therapy and shit like that. Once that became an everyday talking point in society, that's when motherfuckers started being open up with that. When these niggas start becoming pill poppers for real, when these niggas start be walking around, walking crackheads, functioning dope heads, the people who wasn't like that became more open about taking pills to actually help them instead of just trying to get high. So all this shit is new. All this shit is fucking new that you start seeing people come up to the forefront. I'm still trying to convince my fucking mama to go to therapy, nigga. I'm still trying to convince her to do it. She's stuck in her ways. It's not necessarily something that I can be mad at her about. Because all her fucking life, that shit was looked at as crazy. All her fucking life, that shit was looked at as a sign of weakness. My mama had kids young, bro. My mama had me when she was 19 years old. My mama been fighting on her, living on her own since she was like 17. My mom been doing all this shit for a long ass time on her own. It's a whole lot of shit stored up in there that she gotta go talk about. And that's not just my mama. That's everybody fucking mama in our community. Everybody fucking mama in our community. How we all know our mama that's been in some fucked up relationships with niggas or women, whatever the fuck she does, she like. We all know it. We all know the stress. We all seen those times when mom was down bad in the fucking kitchen at the dining table, thinking about a master plan. We've all seen mama, something them bills was due, but somehow them motherfuckers got paid. Now that you get older, you start thinking like, yo, I don't know what the fuck she did, but she did it. We all got mamas and daddies like that, bro. And we all, in our generation, we open to going, but they not open to going to go talk about that shit. This man was 31 years old when he found out he had autism. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't no fault of his own. I'm pretty sure his mom and daddy and whoever was raising him was looking at him a little, you know what I mean? But he could play ball. He couldn't be nothing wrong with this nigga. He just probably a little slow. He just a little, how many people we know, we just say he a little, you know what I mean? That ain't, he just a little, you know what I mean? He was skipping class. We just blame it on that. Nah, niggas be fucked up. Niggas be stupid, bro. Niggas be stupid. Niggas have conditions. Niggas ain't never been clinically diagnosed. Niggas be fucked up. A lot of us have never been clinically diagnosed. I can sit here and say, nigga, I've been to a therapist and they've tried to put me on meds. They've been trying to put me on meds for years. No, I'm cool. I ain't popping no pills, B. I'm gonna thug it out. Give me my weed. Give me my weed and my control, and I'm cool. Give me some Larry June tones, and I'm A-okay. But to find out this man was diagnosed at 31 years old made me think about all the people around me that nigga ain't been to a doctor in so long, ain't seen a therapist, don't know what the fuck is going on, but they go through the most shit. Black people, we've always just had to fight through shit, get over shit, and keep it going. And even when you take it out of just being a black person, people as in general that have been through rough shit in life, we soldiers, man. All we know is to keep fucking going. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. All we know is keep fucking going. You take them hits, you take them bruises along the way, them fucking hurdles, bro. It's like track. Jump over that bitch and keep fucking going. Even in track, when you see the motherfucker running, and it's a hurdle coming, they try to jump, and they trip over that motherfucker, tumbling. Oh, you hear the crowd. Oh my God. What did that person do that just failed? Fucked up legs and all. What they get up? They gallop into the goddamn. They still limping. They come in last place. When they get there, they gonna collapse and everybody gonna come cry and doing all that shit. But the point is, they still got the fuck up and kept going. Shit happens, B. So it's like we conditioned to just keep fucking going, but if you ain't got the right help at the right time in life, it can really fuck you up. Imagine who he could have been if he knew he had autism early on in life, instead of living out his entire life, childhood, preteens, early adulthood. Nigga got kids now. Nigga went through the NBA having to deal with all these motherfucking people. All these motherfucking people. Niggas in the NBA, niggas in the NBA motherfucking A. Dealing with all these reporters, other teammates and they entourages, the coaching staff being bitch ass niggas, management, fans. He dealing with all this shit. Not knowing he got fucking autism. But the whole time he thinking, but something is not right. You know, it makes me reflect on when I was a kid. I remember telling my mom how my mind worked. I was like, mom is like, my mind, I can't just sit there and think about one thing. My mind is like, I'm writing down on a blank piece of paper and I fill it out all in the margins. There's no more white on the paper. But then I take it and I ball it up, chuck that bitch, blank paper, over and over and over. That's how my mind works. I remember telling my mama that as a kid. She took me to the doctor. I remember that shit. And my mind is blank that sense. But my mama took me to a doctor. So I can empathize and relate to Tony Snell. Because all his life he knew something was off. He knew it. He fucking knew it. A lot of us niggas ain't crazy, man. Niggas know when something is off. But a lot of times if you don't get the right help at the right time in your life, it can impact you dramatically. That man had all this, man, I can only imagine, bro. Tony fucking Snell, bro, that shit is crazy. I'm happy that you did what wasn't done for you. You got your son the diagnosis that he fucking needed. You're getting your child the help that they need. So yeah, on one hand, yeah, it's fucked up. You just now getting diagnosed at 31 years old with autism. Yeah, it's fucked up. You're 31 years old. You're not in the league no more. I'm pretty sure if everything went the right way and you had the right help at the right time in your life, and you should still be there, but you still be in the prime of your life, your career. But fuck that. We're not going to talk about it. What we're going to focus on is, you know what? You didn't repeat the cycle. You stopped the cycle. That's always been my goal in life. My goal in life is always stop the cycle of the bullshit. Tony Snell, you did that, my brother. I can only salute you. Round of applause for fucking Tony Snell, man. So, because what you did, you stopped the fucking cycle, man. You did that. You didn't get the help you needed. But nigga, you made sure your child is getting the help that they need. And at the same time, now you finna get the help that you always need. Life is gonna be amazing for you, Tony Snell, man. I wish you nothing but the best. From all the friends that show the thin line between genius and insanity, we fuck with you, my boy. Think about the things you accomplished while fighting this fight by yourself. Now you finna get the help you truly motherfucking deserve for not only you, but your kid. That's the true championship. Real motherfucking talk. Real motherfucking talk, man. Moving on. Let's get back into this Vegas shit, man. You know, I talked about the Vegas alien shit, the conspiracy theories, the whole AI, what comes first, AI simulation, chicken or the egg shit. New video. Let me get a close up. New video has come out. Allegedly. Supposedly. Supposed to be some leaked footage of the shit that was happening in Vegas. If you don't know, quick recap. There was a police body cam footage that went viral of showing what appears to be a figure falling from the sky. Could be an asteroid, could be a UFO, people was thinking. But it showed something falling out of the sky, crashing into an area. Around the same time, police phone calls started ringing into the police department 911 about people seeing some wild ass shit. People seeing these 8 foot, 10 foot figures with these big ass eyes, just standing there looking at them and shit. You seen people calling about hearing the crash. You seen house cameras, security cameras picking up the sounds of a crash in the area of the like lights and the atmosphere changing a little bit, like colorization from something crashing. You see all this shit. You hear the phone calls. You see the family going viral. He put out his videos on YouTube. All this shit, right? I've talked about it on other episodes. Tap in, of course. Great content. You know how the fuck I give it up. The indenture in the backyard of a big ass circle. All types of shit, right? Them looking over and it was blurry over there. There's a bunch of shit. There's been other videos and you see things behind a tractor and stuff like that, but there's been leaked footage. I don't know where this footage came from. I don't even know how real it is. But I don't know how real any of this shit truly is. There was a leaked footage in the backyards, and you see these big, I want to watch it again while I'm talking about it actually. You see these big ass figures crawling around, hunched over in someone's backyard. And I'll be honest. Let me see my turns down. I'm looking at it right now. I'll be honest with you. This motherfucker's at least 8, 10 foot if it stood straight up. Got some big ass eyes crouched over behind some bushes. And I mean, look, who am I to say this shit not real? Who am I to say this shit is real? But to see these leaked footages, unless this shit is doctored, it's one hell of a doctor. It's one hell of an edit. When you tie that into the police body cam footage, that's what really has me more so leaning this shit probably is something. Because you can't really doctor police body cam footage. But those aren't like the other cameras and shit like that. You've never seen any footage or any video in history about some shit that happened on the body cam and it wasn't real. And a cell phone footage, some security footage, cool. Body cam, I don't know about that shit, bro. I ain't never seen that. I ain't never heard of that. Nah. To me, those are supposed to be like some different shit. So for police body cam to not be turned off and to catch that shit, and to have the phone calls coming in around that same time about that shit, come on, man. Like unless all these niggas in cahoots, then you got me. But to see this shit, to see this footage, this leaked footage, I don't know. I do find it funny that, say this is real, right? Let's just say this is real. I know we've been off on this tinfoil hat shit for a minute. Few episodes now. That's why I love this podcast, bro. I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, bro. We talk about politics, sports, music, my sex life, motherfucking me, aliens. Nigga, we talk about a bunch of shit on this fuck. I still take pride in being the first platform that I noticed talk about the fucking government have to disclose everything they knew about fucking aliens. And I said that shit a few years ago, bro. Weeks before Joe Rogan did. And I still take pride in that shit, bitch ass nigga. But we talk about every fucking thing on this fucking podcast, man. First time listeners, man, I hope you really fucking enjoy it. But I do find it odd that if this shit is real, why do aliens look exactly like we expect them to look? That don't trip you out. Like, why do they look exactly like we expect an alien to look? Fucking tall, head kind of go out like this, big ass eyes, some Slenderman ass arms, the long fingers and shit. Why do they look exactly like we expect them to? Y'all don't find that odd? That's the only thing. Like when I see these when I see videos and shit like they're supposed to be an alien, why does it look exactly like I fucking imagine to look? Why? You gotta show me some shit that'll make me be like, no, what the fuck is that? I shouldn't be able to look at some shit and be like, that's just the alien. It shouldn't. The same alien you telling me just invaded the fucking Vegas and it's in these people's backyards shouldn't look like the same toy aliens, stuffed animals that's selling at Walmart, my nigga. I'm sorry. That motherfucker needs to look like Chewbacca or something. I'm sorry, B. That motherfucker needs to look like fucking. I ain't gonna lie to you. If an alien look like Chewbacca, I ain't gonna lie. We fucked. shouldn't look exactly like I imagined it to. That's the only thing that'll make me not believe this leaked footage. But everything else, it look like it's some wild ass shit going on in Vegas. Man, I'm right next door to Vegas. That shit 4 hours away. Man, I need this shit to be on the up and up. This shit needs to be on the up and motherfucking up. But moving on, man. Let's get into Ja Morant, man.
It's a parade inside my city. It's a parade inside my city.
Ja Morant, Demetrius Morant Jr., which is a cool last name, I'll be honest with you. My little brother's name was Demetrius, so his name being Demetrius, that's a new one. I ain't never heard it, I'll be honest with you. But Ja Morant has been suspended for 25 games. 25 games. Can I get a wow?
Wow.
Ja Morant will be coming back for what, Christmas? The Christmas game? I'm not here to say whether or not his suspension was enough, not enough. Honestly, I don't care, bro. I honestly don't care. Like, I want what's going to happen to Ja Morant, what's supposed to happen to Ja Morant. If Ja Morant is supposed to go through this and go over his hurdle and become, you know what I'm saying, the face of the NBA, he's supposed to be the next great, you know what I'm saying, then okay, I'm with that. If Ja Morant was supposed to get suspended 41 games, the whole season, I'm with that. Whatever suspension was going to be, I was going to be with it. I've talked about in past episodes about how David Stern was in this shit. It wouldn't even be no discussion. It wouldn't even be no 8 games. You would have been out of this motherfucker. At least 40 games. I guarantee that. It would have been at least 40 fucking games that David Stern was still in charge. That would have been the first time around. Adam Silver, I have certain feelings about Adam Silver. So anytime I've ever talked about this Ja Morant situation, it was really because I knew it was going to be leniency handed down from Adam Silver. For someone to get suspended the first time and only get 8 games, and really that 8 games was really like 6 because he was already suspended by his own team who took action before Adam Silver. For that to happen, and then 2 months later, another incident goes down, and then you only get 25. Now, I get 25 is a lot. 25 games in the NBA, and that you're not getting paid, that's a lot. They did the math, and it came out to be $10 million. He gonna be missing out on $10 million because he's missing out on 25 games, which is a lot of fucking money. Which you would think would be a lot of fucking money at Ja Morant, but it's not because he already lost 30-something million the first time around. Then, with since he's suspended for the 25 games, he won't be eligible to qualify for any of the awards for the upcoming season. MVP, NBA All First Team, all those things kick in as bonuses to your contract. If he would have got all those things and just been a normal fucking basketball player, he would have been eligible for the Supermax. Would have been $239 million fucking dollars.
Wow.
But he wants to be a pistol-toting nigga. Hey, whatever you want to do, I'm with it, my nigga. This suspension being causing him not to be eligible for the Supermax, Ja Morant is going to lose a total of $60 million fucking dollars. $60 fucking million dollars. Because you want to be a pistol-packing nigga. Look, if you a real street nigga, bro. I'm not finna keep sitting here saying niggas ain't really from the hood because they in the NBA. That don't make sense. How many hood niggas you know that can hoop? It happens, my nigga. So I'm not saying this isn't who you are. What I am gonna say is you're fucking stupid. Because any nigga that's really about that shit ain't really trying to portray that shit, especially if they getting hundreds of millions of fucking dollars, nigga. That's the point that I've always made. I come from a lot of this shit. You don't see me talking about none of this bullshit. You think the niggas I was with, the niggas in my family wasn't about this shit? Nigga, I'm black. Nigga, I'm from the loop. Nigga, I'm from the street. Nigga, I'm from the fucking inner city just like the rest of you niggas, bro. Stop thinking that niggas ain't live the same fucking life every fucking where. It's poverty everywhere, my nigga. It's niggas in gangs everywhere, my nigga. Niggas been crippin' since I was in the fucking second grade, my nigga. Got jumped to the Crips in second grade, my nigga. Niggas been doing this shit since they was little. Nigga, when I was watching Danny Phantom, nigga. Fruit Loops, nigga. Teddy Grahams, nigga. Getting jumped into fucking gangs. So niggas understand it. But nigga, I work for I got a 401k and I don't even talk about this shit. This nigga getting hundreds of millions of dollars. So it's different. It's a big difference in why niggas is truly pissed off at Ja Morant. 25 games, comes back for Christmas, still got his Nike deal. I believe Power is still fucking with him. They say it may be some other things he gotta do to come back, but who gives a fuck? He'll be back for the Christmas game. It's a win. A win is a win. Because it could have been far worse. You could have lost, yes, it's $60 million, but he clearly don't give a fuck. And at a certain point in time, he gonna get 200. He gonna get at least 200. He gonna get at least 200. So a win is a win. The NBA PA is fighting back. They don't agree with the suspension, saying that it's not right and things like that. Honestly, for people that's tapped in, don't even feed into that. The NBA PA is supposed to do that. The NBA PA is a union, bro. They supposed to fight tooth and nail for everything. It's just odd that they not in lockstep with Ja Morant, because he had already came out and apologized and took full accountability for his actions again, verbally type shit. But the NBA PA is saying that this shit is not right. He shouldn't be suspended for 25 games. People want to know the distinction from this and the first time around. Like, people have a lot of things to say about this Ja Morant situation. Me personally, I would advise Ja Morant to take the 25 games, eat those 25 games, and just go away, bro. Go away, go train, and just come back right. You still got a chance to right the wrongs of the season, because yeah, it's 25 games, but it's still like 56 games left. You still have the chance to go into that fucking season and win a championship. You still have the chance to do that. If it would have been any longer, if it was the whole season, you obviously wouldn't have the chance to do that, and that obviously would have impacted the way the franchise moves forward. So 25 games is not as bad as I anticipated it being. I expected at least 41, but it's not bad, bro. It's really not that fucking bad. You got the videos coming out of him proving it was a toy gun. Like, it's just a bunch of goofball shit, man. I'm done talking about Ja Morant, bro. Because if it's one thing, if it's one nigga I don't like in the world, it's a nigga that's an attention-seeking ass nigga. Like, niggas, I hate attention-seeking ass niggas. Niggas who loud and do all that roddy bullshit for attention. I hate them niggas. And Ja Morant proved to be exactly one of those niggas. Any nigga that's carrying around a fucking toy gun, a lighter gun, acting like it's a real fucking blicky, come on, man. Why do you even have niggas around you with fake guns? Them the niggas that should have the real guns. You niggas is trying to portray an image that you're not, man. Like, even if you from the hood, even if you really from the street, even if you really is gangbanging, if you got to the level to where you carrying around fake guns, my nigga, just to keep that image, come on, man. How can you look yourself in the mirror every day and think you a real ass nigga, a hood nigga, just a stand up nigga, and before you leave the house, you gotta pack your fucking toy gun?
Wow.
Moving the fuck on. Let's talk about some real niggas, please. Let's talk about some real shit, man. Casanova 2 times, man. Casanova 2 times. Was attacked in jail. You know, news came out about Casanova. It was going viral. You know, he wrote a letter to the judge denouncing, what's the name of his game? I want to make sure I get the name of this fucking game. Yes, here it goes. He denounced the game as the Stone Gorilla, some Gorilla Stone niggas. I don't know, man. No disrespect to you niggas, bro. I don't know. He denounced it. He wrote the letter said he had suicidal thoughts, all types of shit. When I seen that, I wasn't gonna talk about it on the podcast. Because I get that. That's a nigga trying to get out of prison. That nigga writing a letter like, yo, Judge, I am no longer with these niggas. I am a changed man. And I'm thinking about killing myself. That's trying to at least get moved to a different site or something like that, bro. I done watched plenty of movies and seen that tactic used, right? But what followed is why I really want to bring it up. You know, news came out that Casanova 2 times was viciously attacked in prison. He was slashed in the face with a knife. Like they really viciously slashed his fucking face. That's the report. They viciously, they said Casanova 2 times was viciously slashed in his face in an altercation with another inmate after telling the judge he was no longer a gang member. Now when I seen that, I was like, fuck. A vicious slash to the face, that sounds crazy. A vicious slash to the face. So more news came out. More details came out, I should say. This was a fight. He got attacked, he got viciously slashed in the face. They used that term again. He got stabbed and slashed in his fucking face. The dude ended up running. He chased the nigga down.
Wow.
After he chased the nigga down, they say he tackled the nigga, took the nigga knife, and started stabbing this nigga in the face.
Wow. Wow.
What the fuck? Like, they say after he got slashed and stabbed in his shit, he take off running after the nigga, tackle a nigga, and then start stabbing him in his fucking face? Do you hear this shit? Do you see why I don't commit crimes? I don't want to be nowhere to where niggas are just slashing and stabbing each other in the face. Bro, your face, it's your eyes, your nose, your cheeks, your jaw. That's it. That's it. What the fuck else is they stabbing? Viciously? Come on, man. Come on, man. So they say it turned into some big ass brawl where other people jumped in and stuff like that. But it made me think, all this was over a nigga saying he not gang no more? All this was over a nigga saying he not gang no more. That's what y'all slashed him in his face for? The streets is a joke, man. All this because a nigga don't want to be your friend no more. All this because a nigga trying to say what he gotta say to get the fuck out of prison. You mean to tell me it's that the gang shit is that deep, bro? To where you gotta kill a nigga because he don't want to be your fucking friend. He don't want to claim the same shit you claim. You niggas don't even know where your beef started from. You niggas be beefing in these gangs and shit, man. Niggas couldn't tell you why these two sets be beefing, man. There's some shit that happened generations before and they don't even know. They just like the fucking colors. That's the craziest shit about that gang shit, bro. It don't matter. That gang shit is just about where you was living at a certain point in time. Like I said, I got jumped into a gang when I was in the 2nd grade at Pond Lawn. Nigga, a few months later, I moved and they been back. If I would have moved before that, I would have never got jumped into a fucking gang. But that happened. That's why I always say, man, that gang shit is just about nigga where your mama or your grandma stayed for a period of time. That shit don't really mean shit. But niggas be so lost, man, looking for a group of acceptance, bro. It's like, niggas, you sold your soul to a group of niggas that the moment you say you don't want to be gang, you don't want to be a part of that shit no more, you want to better your life or some shit like that, them niggas start slashing you on your face. Yeah, I said this friend shit is cool, right? So on one hand, my father got murdered by his best friend. And on the other hand, niggas that's supposed to be in the same crew, same clique as you, slash your fucking face and shit when you don't want to be big boy no more. Man. All this shit don't sound like shit to do with no bitches, man. I'm just being honest. None of that shit sound like shit to do with no bitches, man. Real talk. Before we get the fuck up out of here, man, this is supposed to be the first topic of the goddamn day, but somehow I missed it. I want to get into Conor McGregor real fast before we get the fuck up out of here. We over an hour into the episode. Great episode, by the way, episode 152. Shout out to people that's on YouTube at OGHatchTV. Drop a comment, like the video. People that's on the DSP, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, Audible, etc., etc. Man, I fuck with y'all as well. I'm always fuck with my audio people, man. Y'all get these episodes first, man. We international with that shit. Conor McGregor has gone viral again. You know, news came out. I remember it was Game 4 of the Heat game, Heat versus Nuggets. He had one viral punching the mascot. It was a skit. It was a big partnership. You know, it was planned type shit. That went viral. The mascot ended up having to go to the hospital because I think he had broke his nose or something like that. So that was the viral news of Conor McGregor at the Heat game, Game 4. A few days go by. News comes out after I dropped, what was this? This is on Thursday. I dropped the episode. Refreshed the page, it was right there. Conor McGregor is being accused of raping a woman at the Miami Heat versus Denver Nuggets finals game. And I sat there, what the fuck? How the fuck Conor McGregor raped somebody at the fucking game? But then I didn't really, you know, so I didn't say it didn't happen. Like, I can't sit here and say it didn't happen. But the woman, I have it right here. It says, a woman says Conor McGregor raped her at Game 4 of the NBA Finals. He denied the allegations. If you don't know Conor McGregor, we all know him for fighting, of course, but Conor McGregor has been accused of sexual assault 4 times. Like in various parts of the world type shit. Ireland, like other places, like he ran just other places of the world. He's been accused of sexual assault 4 times. And this one was the first one in like the United States. So the woman said he raped her. So everybody's going with this. And Conor, his people came out and said Conor McGregor would not be intimidated, you know, or threatened or nothing like that. He denied all accusations, all that shit. So for like a day or two, people are saying, Conor did some wild ass shit. Video comes out of Conor McGregor and his woman. You see them talking and stuff like that. There's some place with a lot of people. And then you see him, they grab him, like she grabs his hand, they take each other's hand, and they walk into the bathroom. Me personally, when you look at the video and you see them grabbing each other's hand, they walking into the bathroom, it don't look like she's being forced to the bathroom, drugged into the bathroom. It don't look nothing like that, bro. It literally look like some people who ain't finna slide off right fast. He got security, finna go block off the fucking bathroom. We finna slide off and, you know what I'm saying, get nasty right fast. That's what it looks like. Now, seeing this video after allegations, I'm not finna sit here and say I seen that. I was like, oh, he didn't do it. Nah. But it didn't look like it was a forceful, you know what I'm saying, thing. Not saying that once he got in the bathroom, he couldn't have went ape shit. Nah. But the video don't help what the fuck this lady was saying. After that video comes out, her story then changes. It's no longer that Conor McGregor raped her. It's now Conor McGregor sexually assaulted her, forcibly kissed her, and was putting her in different positions trying to have sex and stuff like that. So we went from rape, which is, we know what rape is. That nigga penis is inside you, he's fucking you. He's having sex with you against your will. You forcibly or physically, you forcibly or verbally said no. That's what rape is. So once the video comes out of them walking into the bathroom, it goes from kissing and hard kissing and putting her in different positions. Then another video comes out of after this situation, her with Conor McGregor drinking and having a drink and chilling and just chilling in the club type shit. I want to say this. Because yes, when these videos come out, it doesn't help that woman's case. I'm not here saying Conor McGregor did anything. I don't know what the fuck happened. It could be, Conor McGregor was out drinking, having a good time, seeing shorty. They was flirting. She knows that's Conor fucking McGregor. He dips off to the back with her. They, do whatever the fuck they do. She probably sucked his dick. So he probably hit her from the back. He probably, do some wild shit. the shit you see in the movies, but I've never fucked in a bathroom stall, so I can only imagine, you know, it's what I seen in the movie. That's why I'm just being descriptive like that. But probably did that. After that, slide back to where everybody chill out for a little bit, bada boom, bada bang, dip off for the night. That's what I would expect. You know, just from an athlete, somebody like that in that situation. But it could have been how she said it went, bro. I'm not going to say she's a liar. I'm not going to say he did it. I don't know what the fuck happened. But her story is changing. But I don't want to even focus on that. What I want to focus on, bro, I told you guys, from whenever when I first started this fucking podcast, but one of the first things I ever said was, when you get a certain jacket, you can't take that motherfucker off. It's the fourth time. 1, 2, 3, 4. That Conor McGregor has been accused of some sexual assault shit. It's not going to stop, bro. Even if the shit didn't happen. When you put yourself in a situation to where you meet a random chick and you go fuck her in the bathroom stall and you got your security and shit keeping people out, even if it's on the up and up. Even if it's on some legit shit. Because there's security there to protect you. If they know you in there, they're going to stand outside the motherfucker. But even if it's on some legit shit, bro, her going around saying that you did some foul shit, that shit supports that. If I ever walk into a bathroom and I seen 2 big ass security guards standing outside of a stall, I'll look like, what the fuck? I would think, okay, somebody of some sort of importance is in that fucking stall. That's off top. I don't think these niggas is chilling. They protecting whoever's in that motherfucker dropping a deuce. That's what I'm thinking. But then while I'm pissing, you know what I'm saying, shaking the snake, if I turn and I see a chick and a dude walk out that motherfucker, and her mascara and shit running, and then 2 days later, I see it was news, she said she got raped in that bitch. What the fuck you expect me to say? Like, Rand, what the fuck would you expect me to truly think? You think I'm gonna be like, oh no, she tripping. He ain't rape her. Why would he rape her? Fuck no. I'm gonna be like, yo, well, it did look a little sketchy. I did see 2 big ass security guards blocking motherfuckers off and going to go take a shit because there was somebody in there. She did come out that motherfucker looking a little like something was happening. Well, I don't know if it's consensual or not. What the fuck would you expect me to do? So as somebody like Conor McGregor, how can you keep putting yourself in these situations, bro? How many times can I look at this shit and be like, he was a 2-time champ? How many times can I look at this shit and say, oh, but he had proper number 12? How many times can we do that? Because I remember what the fuck just happened to Jonathan Majors, bro. I told y'all about the Ezra Miller shit. Conor McGregor is 4 times. How many more women need to say this before we look at Conor McGregor? Like, okay, hold on, bro. Because either nigga you doing this shit or you just fucking stupid. Because you keep doing this shit. You have a wife. And I'm not even trying to say be the most faithful nigga in the world. I would assume you would be faithful. But damn it, you have a wife. Go fuck on your wife. And even if you do have a wife, why are you being caught on camera with fucking big bitches going into the fucking bathroom? This bitch was a fucking heavyweight. Come on, man. Niggas gotta be, I don't even want to say niggas gotta be smart, because if he is raping and assaulting these women, no, nigga, keep being just damn stupid. Police, please get this nigga. All that shit in them other countries, I don't know how the police do it over there. Over here? Over in this motherfucker? Yeah, man. If you did this shit, you gonna get caught. They gonna tax that ass, bitch. And they rightfully motherfucking so I don't fucking know, man. This shit is tough. This is fucking tough. Moving on real fast, man. I told you I went to see The Flash last night. Cool little movie. I was a little hesitant because I told y'all about the shit that was going on with Ezra Miller, the lead actor in this movie, the shit behind the scenes, what he's known for. But I had to see the movie, bro, just because I'm in my movie mode right now, and I want to catch everything before everything comes out, before I got spoilers and stuff like that. Cool movie, good movie. It's a DC movie, bro. It's a great DC movie. It's still not a Marvel movie, bro. It's something, I don't know how they can see Marvel do all this shit and they don't match that fly. Like, it's weird to me. How can you not match the fly of your op when them niggas is just stepping on shit? You gotta match that fly, or you not gonna be taken seriously, man. Like, it was a good movie. I like The Flash, so that's maybe why I really think it was a great movie. The CGI is getting a lot of flack online. Was it the best CGI? Absolutely not. I don't understand. It's not as bad as people saying it is, but I don't understand how Marvel uses CGI, bro. Marvel movies look fucking amazing. Even the slight fuck ups, like even Black Panther, it was some slight fuck ups in that, but it still looks like a beautiful and amazing movie. I don't understand how DC I don't know if they don't have the money for it or what, but it's a little weird that their CGI looks the way it looks compared to the way Marvel looks. But all in all, man, it was a good movie. I encourage people to go see it if you can get past the whole Ezra Miller shit. If you can separate the two, then cool. Like me, I don't stand for this shit, but I can't sit here and say I've stopped watching other things because of other things that people were accused of, bro. I've seen every goddamn Morgan Freeman movie ever, and he was fucking with his own fucking stepdaughter, goddaughter, whatever the fuck she was. Like, he married her type shit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But cool little movie. I encourage people to go see it, man. You ain't really missing nothing if you don't see it, but if you went to this whole superhero shit, the whole DC shit, I think it was cool to see Ben Affleck, George Clooney, and fucking Michael Keaton as Batman in this movie. I think it was cool, bro. I think it was pretty cool. You see different variations of Superman, Nicolas Cage Superman. It was pretty cool, bro. So I might encourage you to go see it if you're into this type shit. If you're not, then you ain't really missing that, bro. But if you into this DC, Marvel shit, superhero shit, Batman shit, or if you want to see a good movie, but get out the house and see some action, see something for 2.5 hours, it's a cool little movie for that, man. But with that being said, bro, I think that's all we motherfucking got. We talked about everything. Let's breeze through these fucking topics real fast. My story is my story. We talked about the emotional time traveling, Conor McGregor wilding the fuck out, Demi Lovato being a regular woman again, Tony Snell finding out he had autism, the leaked video footage of Vegas aliens, John Morant getting 25 games, Casanova 2 times being attacked. Yeah, that's all we motherfucking got, man. So with that being said, DJ, drop that fire ass beat, my boy. You know I give it up on this side, man. Fuck you thought. It's all love these ways, you know, so never let them sidetrack you with the bullshit. Always keep the main thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane. And how to the episode. We out this motherfucker. Peace. Damn. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. This is a great episode, man. Episode 150 motherfucking 2. You know, people want me to be a victim so bad, man. I am not a fucking victim, man. I'm doing A-OK in this bitch. Like I say, hopefully with me sharing my story, that encourages other people to share their stories. Or even if you don't want to share your story, man, I encourage you to just take the right steps in life to get over the trauma that fucked you up as a kid or whatever stage you was in life when it impacted you. We got to be the best people we can for ourselves before we can for anybody else. And if you need me to keep being vulnerable and going through these shit and experiencing these things for the first time, then I will, man. I have no shame in that, man. I do it for my little brother. If I can do it for my little brother, then I can do it for y'all, man. I just make sure y'all subscribe to the goddamn podcast. Real motherfucking talk. But fuck it, man. I truly enjoyed this, man. We finna get this shit out for the motherfucking me folks. Episode 151 visuals up on YouTube right motherfucking now. This will be dropping at 4 a.m. right on motherfucking time. Visual coming in 2 days. We on the grind 200, man. This shit don't stop, man. We out this motherfucker. Peace.